A new week offers up 2 top 20 conference matchups in the NCHC. We preview another full weekend for you on this week's edition of the NCHC Morning Skate. At the top of the bill is a showdown between 2 old rivals. Number 12 and 13 North Dakota welcomes number 2 Denver to Grand Forks. Pioneers played their first conference home games last week, earning 4 points despite falling to current number 4 St. Cloud State in overtime 4-3 before edging the Huskies 3-2 the next night. With 2 extra conference games played already, DU sits in first in the NCHC with 10 points. Massimo Rizzo continues his fine play in the early season. He finished the weekend with 2 goals and 2 assists and now leads the Pios with 17 points. He's second in overall scoring in the NCHC and tied for third nationally. His 13 assists rank second in the NCAA. Kyle Mayhew had the game winner on Saturday to go along with an assist. He was named the NCHC Defenseman of the Week. North Dakota is coming off a win and a tie at Omaha to open conference play. Reese Gaber had a pair of goals on Friday in a 4-1 win over the Mavericks. The next night, his third goal of the weekend tied the game late in the third to force overtime. Gaber now has 7 goals in his last 7 games. Chris Jandrick had an assist on Friday to extend his point streak to a career-best 8 games before seeing that streak snapped the next night. Last season, the Fighting Hawks won the only 2 meetings between the 2 schools, outscoring DU 7-2 in the series.
And then when you transfer it on the ice, it's the same thing. 2 really good teams that every year perennially have good teams that we won 3 Penroses in a row, and they were right, neck and neck, and they ended up tying us for the Penrose last year. So very similar programs and very competitive, and a lot of storied tradition, and it's a big rivalry.
The other top 20 showdown features 4th-ranked St. Cloud State against number 17 Western Michigan at the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center. As noted earlier, SCSU got an overtime win at Denver last weekend before falling by a goal in the series finale. Vidi Miettinen scored the winner at 3:22 of OT on Friday, while Zach Okabe, Jack Peart, and Grant Cruikshank all had 2 points. The latter 3 all finished with 3-point weekends. Western Michigan swept its first NCHC series of the year, beating Miami 7-1 and 5-2 in Kalamazoo. Jason Poland became the first player in conference history to record back-to-back hat tricks in a series. One night after notching his second career trifecta, the senior scored the Broncos' first 3 goals and assisted on the other 2. He earned his 6 goals on 7 shots and notched both game winners. He was, hands down, the NCHC Forward of the Week. He now ranks 3rd nationally with 9 goals. Last year, Western picked up 2 home wins against the Huskies, while SCSU got a tie and a win in St. Cloud.
I think they look good. They look deep. They look, like they play a real hard style. I watched them play Denver last weekend, so it's going to be a good test for us.
Our third series of the weekend pits number 20 Minnesota Duluth against Omaha at Amsoil Arena. The Bulldogs are 1-1 in NCHC play after splitting their series at Colorado College last weekend. CC shut out UMD 5-0 in the opener, but the Bulldogs bounced back for a 3-1 win on Saturday. Owen Gallatin scored the game winner with less than 2 minutes to play in regulation. Omaha earned a shootout win over visiting North Dakota last weekend, one night after falling 4-1. Jack Randall notched his NCAA-leading 11th goal in Saturday's 3-3 tie. Tyler Weiss had the only assist, putting him now just 1 point away from his 100th career point. Last year, the 2 teams split a pair of games in Omaha, with the victor winning 5-1 each night. Finally, Colorado College visits Miami in their only 2 meetings of the season. The host Red Hawks are looking for their first NCHC win and points of the year after being swept at Western Michigan last weekend. Joe Cassetti picked up his team-leading 5th goal of the year in Friday's 7-1 loss. He and Matthew Barbolini are tied for the team lead with 8 points apiece. CC started the conference season well, earning a 5-0 win over UMD last Friday. Noah Laba and Stanley Cooley had 2 goals each in the victory, while Tyler Coffey had a pair of assists. Freshman Caden Mbarico picked up the Goaltender of the Week award. He had 34 saves on Friday in his first collegiate shutout and then made 32 more the next night. He allowed only 1 even-strength goal in the series. Last year, the Tigers won all 4 games against Miami, including a pair of overtime wins at home. We mentioned 3 of the 4 weekly award winners. The 4th is a familiar face. Western Michigan's Ryan McAllister is the Rookie of the Week again after dishing out 6 assists in the sweep of Miami. It's his 2nd straight Rookie of the Week award and 3rd of the season. The NCHC's Rookie of the Month for October is 2nd nationally in scoring with 19 points. Here's a look at the standings now that everyone has played conference games. Denver has the early lead while Western is close behind after an opening sweep. With 6 points up for grabs in each series, there could be plenty of changes by next week. Remember, all 8 games this weekend can be seen live on the official digital network of the conference, NCHC.TV. And be sure to visit NCHChockey.com for all the news, scores, and stats from this weekend. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy another outstanding weekend of hockey. This has been the NCHC Morning Skate.